If you're searching for films and shows that explore forbidden affairs, where temptation leads to secrets, scandals, and consequences, and emotions that come with them, you've landed on the right video. Today, we're counting down 10 films about affair with married woman. Stay tuned. At number 1, The Door in the Floor.
Have you had sex, Eddie?
You look like you leave him.
Ted's the only one that really knows what happened to me.
This movie follows Eddie, a young man who takes a summer job as an assistant to acclaimed children's book author Ted Cole. Ted and his wife Marion appear to live an enviable life in their luxurious New York home, yet a devastating tragedy from the past has left fractures in their marriage. Years of infidelity have only deepened the wounds. As Eddie becomes entwined with the couple, he unintentionally stirs up old grief and reignites long-buried conflicts that neither Ted nor Marion can ignore. Number 2, Fallacy. This movie follows David Jansen, a respected lawyer and devoted father whose fear of loss haunts him at every turn. Determined to preserve the image of a perfect life, he strays into dangerous moral territory, selling sensitive client data to competitors. When his corruption is exposed, Jansen's career collapses. Desperate to maintain control, he attempts to blackmail a rising political figure, only to find himself caught in the crossfire of powerful forces who will stop at nothing to protect their own interests. At number 3, The Escape.
I'm not happy.
Hey.
I'm not happy.
This movie follows Julia, a Dutch woman who seemingly has it all: a loving husband, 2 children, and a stable career. Yet the antidepressants in her kitchen drawer tell another story. Haunted by the loss of her brother years earlier and crushed by the life she never imagined for herself, Julia abruptly abandons her family. Drawn to the Portuguese Algarve, she meets a mysterious man whose presence forces her to confront both her past and the painful choices she has made. Number 4, Rendezvous. This movie follows Simone, a woman who inherits a dilapidated farmhouse in France and dreams of turning it into a guest house. She brings her husband and children along, believing it will be a chance to build something meaningful together. But as renovations spiral out of control and the pressures of rural life mount, Simone finds herself pulled into unexpected entanglements with those around her. What began as a hopeful new chapter soon threatens to unravel her marriage, her ambitions, and her sense of self. At number 5, Careful What You Wish For.
See how much I can take.
This movie follows Doug, a teenager spending the summer with his parents at their lakeside retreat. His quiet holiday takes a turn when a wealthy banker and his alluring wife move in next door. Doug is captivated by their glamorous lifestyle, and even more so by the woman herself. Drawn into a passionate affair, he quickly discovers that seduction comes at a steep price. When tragedy strikes, Doug finds himself trapped in a scandal of lust, lies, and lethal consequences. Number 6, The Forest. This movie follows Daniela, a troubled 16-year-old suffocated by life in a remote village deep in the woods. Bullied at school and crushed by his oppressive parents, he clings to forbidden desires that push him further into isolation. When his obsession with a married woman intensifies, Daniela is pulled into a dangerous cycle of longing and betrayal that threatens to shatter the fragile balance of his brutal world.
I'm coming, Jess.
I'm looking for my sister. Hire a guide.
No guide. Forest is very...
At number 7, The Violin Player. This movie follows Karen, a gifted violinist whose talent often outshines her entire orchestra. But her career comes to an abrupt halt after a devastating accident robs her of feeling in her fingers. Once celebrated, she is now dismissed and left with little hope of performing again. Forced into teaching, Karen reluctantly begins training young musicians until she discovers a student with extraordinary promise, reigniting her own passion for music and breathing life back into her shattered spirit. Number 8. Blush. This movie follows Kathy, a young mother consumed by suspicion that her husband is unfaithful. Already struggling with obsessive-compulsive disorder, she withdraws from her family and isolates herself in her sister's home, pouring her energy into compulsive cleaning and quietly observing her neighbors. But when the teenage son across the street develops a dangerous fixation on her, Kathy's carefully hidden secrets threaten to unravel, pushing her fragile world to the brink. Number 9. Patricia, a hidden passion. This movie follows Patricia, a successful therapist and author whose own marriage is faltering. When she begins an affair with a younger psychology student, she's forced to reevaluate not only her views on love but also the very foundations of her personal and professional life. The story captures Patricia's inner turmoil with honesty and depth, exploring how her reckless choices ultimately rekindle her long-dead marriage while challenging everything she once believed. At number 10. The Freshly Cut Grass. This movie follows two parallel lives, Pablo and Natalia, university professors who both appear to be living ordinary, stable family lives. Beneath the surface, however, each seeks escape from marital monotony. Pablo, a husband and father, begins a secret affair with a student, while Natalia, also married with children, embarks on a similar path. Their intertwined stories explore desire, guilt, and the universal longing for passion, revealing how the search for meaning in relationships can lead to both liberation and destruction. And there you have it, 10 unforgettable films that dive into the shadows of love, betrayal, and desire. Each one reminds us that passion is never simple, and the choices we make can echo far beyond the moment. Which of these stories pulled you in the most? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this list, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss our next journey through cinema's hidden gems. Until next time, keep watching, keep questioning, and keep discovering.